Nehemiah Chapter 10. The individuals who affixed their seals were Nehemiah, the Tirshatha, son of Hachaliah, and Zidkijah. Seraiah, Azariah, Jeremiah. Pashur, Amariah, Malchijah. Hattush, Shebaniah, Malluch. Harim, Meremoth, Obadiah. Daniel, Ginnethon, Baruch. Meshullam, Abijah, Mijamin. Maaziah, Bilgai, Shemaiah. These were the priests. As for the Levites, there were Jeshua, son of Azaniah, Binnui of the sons of Henadad, Kadmiel. And their brethren, Shebaniah, Hodijah, Kelida, Pelaiah, Hanan. Micah, Rehob, Hashabiah. Zachar, Sherebiah, Shebaniah. Hodijah, Bani, Beninu. Among the chiefs of the people, Parosh, Pahath-Moab, Elam, Zatu, Bani. Binnui, Azgad, Bibay. Adonijah, Bilgai, Aden. Ater, Zidkijah, Azar. Hodijah, Hazum, Bazai. Hariph, Anathoth, Nebai. Magpish, Meshullam, Hezer. Meshizabeel, Zadok, Jadua. Pelatiah, Hanan, Ananiah. Hozhi, Hananiah, Hazub. Halahesh, Peliha, Shobek. Rehum, Hashabnah, Maaseiah. And Ahijah, Hanan, Anan. Malluch, Harim, Bana. Also, the remainder of the people, including the priests, Levites, gatekeepers, singers, Nethinim, and all who separated themselves from the people of the lands to adhere to the law of God, along with their wives, sons, and daughters, all who had understanding and knowledge. They joined together with their fellow Israelites, the nobles, and entered into a curse and an oath to follow God's law given through Moses, the servant of God, and to obey and uphold all the commandments of the Lord our Lord, along with his judgments and statutes. They pledged not to give their daughters in marriage to the people of the land or to take their daughters for their sons. They also committed to avoid purchasing goods or provisions on the Sabbath day, or on any holy day, and to leave the seventh year fallow and forgive all debts. They made regulations to contribute annually 1/3 of a shekel for the service of the house of our God. For the showbread, the regular grain offering, the regular burnt offering on the Sabbaths, on the new moons, and at the appointed feasts, as prescribed in the law. To set aside a portion for the house of our God, for the bread of the presence, for the regular grain offering, for the regular burnt offering, for the Sabbaths, the new moons, and the appointed feasts, for the holy offerings, for the sin offerings to make atonement for Israel, and for all the work of the house of our God. They cast lots among the priests, Levites, and people for the wood offering, to bring it into the house of our God, according to our fathers' houses, at appointed times year by year, to burn on the altar of the Lord our God, as it is written in the law. To bring the first fruits of our land and the first fruits of all the fruit trees year by year to the house of the Lord, as well as the firstborn of our sons and livestock, as prescribed in the law, and to bring the firstborn of our herds and flocks to the house of our God, to the priests who serve in the house of our God. To bring the firstfruits of our dough, our contributions, the fruit from every kind of tree, the new wine, and oil to the priests at the chambers of the house of our God, along with 1/10 of the produce from our land to the Levites. For the Levites collect the tithes in all our agricultural towns. A priest descended from Aaron is to accompany the Levites when they collect the 10th, and the Levites are to take 1/10 of the tithes up to the house of our God, to the storerooms of the treasury. For the Israelites and the Levites are to bring the contributions of grain, new wine, and oil to the storerooms where the articles of the sanctuary are kept and where the priests who minister, the gatekeepers, and the singers also stay. We will not neglect the house of our God.